Morning, everybody. I was finishing up a Tom Segura comedy sketch bit. I like Tom Segura's comedy. I love how he's been having his mom come on the podcast a lot for the Your Mother's podcast with him and his wife. Um, I don't usually catch full episodes, but I do watch. I catch bits and pieces of most episodes. What's up, Adam? Good morning. But he was just doing a bit on his dad passed away, and he has a bit on dealing with grief in a comedic manner, but also just the last conversation he had with his dad. Oh, it's messed up. His mom, though, when his mom comes on the podcast, I was dying the other day because she's like asking him, Tommy, can I get the teeth whitened? And he's like, yeah, totally, we can get your teeth whitened. It's like a few $100s, right? And then like in the same conversation, she spins back around and like 90 seconds later, and she's like, yes, the veneers, yes? And he's like, whoa, wait a second. You went from a $500 teeth cleaning, suddenly you have $25,000 veneers. Uh, it's very interesting, but it's also, his mom and dad were immigrants who, normal middle class, environment, and then the dad passes away, and Tom Segura's comedic career has blown up in the last few years, and his mom is definitely getting used to the good life. She's like, I want veneers. All right, we are off to the streets of the
I'll
capital.
lay claim to the stars.
I wonder if we can get through the capital in one session, like one stream. I say one session. I should be careful of that because I break these down into 30-minute sections for the Let's Play series. So no, we will not be doing. Welcome to the YouTube channel, Andrea. Don't forget we're multi-streaming on Twitch if you want to watch over there as well. We will not be doing the whole planet in one session, like one stream perhaps. This will be a little more streamlined than the last time I did it because I kind of remember where I need to go. A young warden in a planetary guard uniform is very pale. There's a feverish gleam in his eyes. Your lordship, at last! Now, I remember this from my first playthrough. It is good, Adam. I don't know if you played Owlcat's 2 Pathfinder games, um, but they've done a good job. They're a very, very good independent small team out of Russia that makes just really good CRPGs. Pathfinder Kingmaker, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, both were excellent games. This one, obviously we're not seeing the full release. Those 2 games had a lot of voiceovers. This game has almost no voiceovers. And I don't know if the full game is going to have voiceovers or not. I've been told that the previous 2 did not have voiceovers in alpha or beta, but that they did in the live version. So I'm waiting to reserve judgment on that. But so far, if it doesn't have voiceovers, it's going to be slightly less in my eyes than their previous Pathfinder titles. But I will also say that this game, I feel like there's even more of an emphasis on mechanics than there were in the Pathfinder games. And maybe that's just because I was more familiar with Pathfinder, so I didn't have as much to learn. Whereas with Warhammer, I knew nothing, and I've had to learn every single thing along the way. And it's super complex, but also, even in the beta, it's pretty well done. There are some rough edges, but overall, it's been a very, very good experience. I'm gonna yawn. What's up, JoJo? Just here to see what Warhammer is all about. Well, I'm still learning what Warhammer is all about, but this game has been really good so far. I'm working through. This is my second character through the beta. I'm gonna try to do one more next week before the launch. I'll probably do the fighter next week. I don't think I'll ever want to play the leader. The leader is way too passive in combat, and I like to do damage. Um, but the fighter seems to be way more. I mean, they all get their heroic acts, which allow them to do like multiple attacks per turn. But the fighter feels way more epic because you not only get all of those attacks, you also get this free range of movement for a few turns, and so you're just running across the battlefield through the, through the action squares, and it feels really epic. Whereas the marksman, which I think is going to be the character I play it live, you just stand there and you're like, you're blowing things up from a distance and you get multiple attacks, but it feels more epic to run around the battlefield as a fighter. So I'm still torn. I'm like 85% leaning towards the marksman, but I may play a fighter. But I need to actually start a fighter from scratch because the only one I have in my group right now is Abelard, and I'd like to see what it's like if I spec it a little bit differently. Jojo says it's chillin' 10:53 a.m. P.m. here. Yawn. Well, hey, it's 5:30 a.m. here. Yawn. Well, 5:53, I guess now. I started a little late, didn't I? Apologize for the sniffles, everybody. I had a sneezing round when I sat down. Ooh. Hang on a second. We're gonna get sidetracked for a minute, everybody. It looks like my artist already sent me sketches for the next. Let me see what you're doing here. Hang on, I gotta go. I gotta go answer my artist real quick. You're gonna lose audio for a minute, guys, because this is Unity game. So when I tab out, it loses audio. But I gotta go answer my artist real quick because she just sent in some sketches, and I already know which one I want. So I need to tell her real quick so that she can get going. This is gonna be she's working on the cover for the point and click adventure game we have right now. She finished the novel cover a few days ago, and then she's still got to do a new cover for our tabletop source book, but that'll be next. All right. Let me take a look at this. All right, let's see here. Do, do, do. trying to find an image real quick to send to my artist. Sorry guys. Normally I do this later, but it's important that I get this done. So you're gonna hang out with me while I do while I answer my artist real quick. Let me read up here real quick. I'm checking their sketch details. Morning, Varangian. I promise I'm wrapping up, guys. I'm just finishing up this email to my artist real quick. Oh, you haven't missed anything, Devon. Good morning. All right. All right. Email is sent. I think we're good to go. All right, now we've got music back. All right, now having previously played through this, I know that this guy is not who he seems. When I first went through this, I suspected he was not what he seemed, and then I found out that my suspicion was correct. So this time around, I'm going to treat him completely differently. All right, what is it, soldier? Why are you so nervous? He grows paler. Don't get angry, your lordship. Please understand. It says pleasure understand. There's a small little grammar error. Please understand. I was left all alone and it's been scary and waiting for you. That's why. Yeah, well, how'd you make it out alive if your entire convoy perished? I just did somehow. Nudge, nudge. Alright. This dude's so sus. And I didn't pass all my conversation checks last time. Which is why I went ahead and role-played it and was like, oh, give him the benefit of the doubt, and he turned out to be exactly who I thought he was. So this time around, we're not going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
The machine code grants the insight.
A new challenge for me? We need to investigate.
Stop, run back.
I'm always ready. That didn't go as I'd hoped.
Oh, I failed to disarm it, and I got a fresh wound, which needs to be healed.
Your
Boo.
seneschal is always there for you. That's not the seneschal's job. Attention to detail is the key to success.
Thank you. Now,
Alright, the wound has been removed. Do I have any more medikits? I do. I've got 2 equipped. That's enough for now. Alright.
The sooner we start.
none shall stand in my way. They say a little bit of humility never hurts anyone. I help others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step.
Pamphlets and books are strewn around. Oh, it didn't even give me the option this time.
Submit and you'll die quickly.
I will take you down.
That's very interesting. This time we got right into the combat. Wow. Alright.
Will do. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Flamethrower? Dude.
My vow is to serve.
I'm only gonna get 2 of them.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
It's nothing. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Probably don't have line of sight on that dude. I might.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I got the second one. I'll take it. A win is a win.
My ears are ringing. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Victory is imminent. I took care of this one.
this chainsaw. Rum.
Indeed.
Gotta love it. Alright. You're up, brah.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Buff Abelard up. I don't clue on any of those guys. Alright, let's go ahead and move up.
I know what is to come.
And let's hit these guys with lightning.
Farewell.
I only have the one. Better than nothing.
But of course.
Who did I get it on? All on the other dude? Oh man. Alright.
Why did I not foresee this?
I wonder if they're just not gonna come.
Rejoice in battle! I'll do it.
This is why I love the marksman, because Argenta is really good.
Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated.
I ended up dropping her for a second adept in my first playthrough, which is a good choice, but it's really cool how even if you have two of the same class in your party, they can play completely differently.
My place is at the fore.
Oh wow, your aim was brilliant, dude. Alright, I've actually got Daring Breach. Let's see if I got enough to get down there. I do.
At your beck and call. Reduce the dust. I will do my duty.
That's a wrap. The private looks around a little dazed. He presses his hand down on the fresh wound. How is this possible? Uh-huh. This is the moment where you get to question me. Like, how curious. This is the second squad you've led into a rebel ambush. I'm just going to finish him off. Don't trust him. Trust me. He's not a good dude. Ooh, there's a special pistol. Flame. Oh, that's a hand flamer. I don't care about that. Boo. One of the things they get very good in this game is very well done is the music.
It's about time. I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Crush him!
Skill, can I get you anywhere with cover? Not really. Oh, we got a lot of bad guys this time. Woo, it's gonna be fun.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged. As the Emperor commands,
I might get a deer a bit. I did. Sorry, dear.
I will not. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. I'll do it.
Alright, get a lightning zap on somebody.
Anything else? Speak on.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Ouch. Oh, they're down. Okay, hang on. That's just, the camera changed an angle there for a minute. That was weird. That's not good.
Absolutely not.
I'm only gonna get this because of the line of
Too
sight.
easy.
Running binary override.
You missed? Come on, brah.
Request approved.
Victory is imminent. One fewer target.
Alright, Genta, get up
I will
here.
bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Faith
Reload.
without deeds is worthless.
High momentum.
We've only got one.
On it.
Ooh, it wasn't enough to take him down.
That is not my destiny.
How could you use it ranged? Oh, because he's not melee. I understand now. That's why. Ranged on ranged is not a problem. Oh, Adira's almost down. That's not good.
I'll bring glory to my bloodline.
I didn't get him?
Nothing I can't do.
As the tactical imperative dictates. My vow is to serve.
A tactically sound approach. Indeed.
Alright, we survived. Another round. clear a path. He fired and missed and still cleared a path.
Operation successful.
Officer's chain sword. That might actually be better than what Abelard has. It will be. Oh yeah. Not a lot, but a little. Okay. Rate of fire is 6. Same range. Okay. Alright, well that's good enough. That's a slight upgrade. Devon says, I know it fits the lore, but just see odd seeing so much loot. Well, the big thing to remember is that most of the loot is going to go into your cargo for your ship, which I haven't done any sorting at the moment. But there is this cargo window. So a lot of the stuff I've been picking up where it just shows boxes and crates, that's just considered cargo. And so it automatically stashes it here. So I'm not actually picking up as much loot as you think I am, because a lot of what I'm picking up isn't going into my inventory. It's going into my ship cargo. So these like melee weapons, ranged weapons, so those crates that you see, those go straight to the ship. Now, weapons stack. So you see here, like I have a stack of scrappy shotguns. If I take that and drag it over here, I think it's gonna be ranged weaponry. It's gonna go up. Yeah, it's at 118% now. So you can just drag these stacks of items. So I usually I don't worry about it until I've started stockpiling. Like here's 29 stacks of flak chest plates. I can just drop those over here, and that bumps my armor kit all the way up. And same thing with all of these. So, but most of what you're seeing when I loot is actually going into the cargo, not my actual inventory. And then you can manually drag things in like this. And I leave quest items and things. So the crates look a lot like this. I think that might even be the same icon that the crates use. But the cargo is really useful for later on, because you'll meet these merchants that you have to earn faction with, and they sell items. They're traders, right? And you're the rogue trader. And what you do is you trade your cargo for faction. So you'll need like 1,500 points to get to the first rank of faction, and you'll trade in cargo, and it gives you, one stack of cargo will give you, 20% or whatever, or 20 points, 200 points, whatever, and you'll work your way around to get 1,500 points of faction, and then you've unlocked the first tier of items that merchant has. And it might be weapons and armor, med kits, things of that nature. The lock picks, which are these, what are they called? The multi-tools? Multi-keys. Or these, medikits, machine right sets, things of that nature. And then eventually, they have, I think in beta, I've only seen 3 tiers of items, but they have like more tiers of faction, like 5, 6, 7 tiers of faction. So I imagine the full game is going to have, a half a dozen tiers of faction for the merchants that you can earn faction with, and that's what you use these the cargo for. And then, of course, anything excess that you have in your inventory that you want to dump in there. But yeah, this is your ship. And you can equip it, which I've never gotten deep enough into the beta to actually do the ship combat yet. I doubt I'll get there before the game goes live, because I'm going to turn around doing the Adept right now. I'll probably do a couple more sessions of the Adept, and then I'll turn around and do a fighter. At least that's the current plan. I might just say screw it and keep playing this all the way through Chapter 2 until the launch happens on the 7th. But anyway, that's a quick... I don't know if you've seen any of these streams yet, Devon, but that was a quick explanation on... technically, you're not looting as much as you might think. I was definitely overwhelmed at first until I figured out the systems. I was like, oh, there's a cargo system? Okay. Because it's not like...
Over there.
immediately evident what's going on. I have finished Act
Never
1
doubt
Radar.
me.
The problem was when I finished Act 1 on my first playthrough, I had a bugged out, it bugged out. I had the insurrection cutscene on the ship was supposed to trigger before and it never did. So I did things out of order. I went to this planet last on my first playthrough. So I went and did the navigator planet, went and did the prison planet. I went and did all that stuff first. And there was a cutscene when I ended here and I got on the ship got on my shuttle to go back to the ship. It's supposed to trigger the cutscene that ends chapter 1 and goes to chapter 2. That did not happen. Instead, it triggered the insurrection cutscene, and the game just I couldn't do anything at that point. So I had to restart, which is fine from a content creator's perspective because it allows me to test more classes and thus do more builds for YouTube. So I've not finished Act 1. I technically did everything that was to do in Act 1, but it bugged out on the transition over to Act 2, Chapter 2. This is what I'm talking about right here. These are cargo. So this just goes straight to your ship. That doesn't go into your inventory. How did I miss a piece of loot up here?